try the other thing, phone signal, and it seems to be working, so I think we might be all right. So my wife, I was going to go and join my wife at football with Tino, but then my car, I had to do something on my daughter's car, something to do with her turbo. Me and cars just are having problems. I've actually bought my daughter, she's nearly 19, she's got a full Fiesta. I've actually bought her a spare turbo for her car to fix it, but it will take me all day. So it drives okay, but it has no proper acceleration. It makes a little ticky noise, so she's okay for now. Thing is, she needs the car every day, all day, every day. So she doesn't want me to take the car off her. So plus, I don't really want to do it, but I'm gonna. I don't trust garages. Sorry, guys. Garages always mess things up. Hi, Angie. So I probably will fix it one day. The turbo was only £99. Bargain. Second hand, but it's in very good condition. So I thought I'd take you for a walk with me. I'm going to lay off the blackberries a bit because my tummy still seems to feel a bit swollen. Too much information, but I still feel like I'm a bit swollen on my tummy. It hasn't probably gone down since the holiday. So we're on Elvis Presley Fan on Keto, so I can discuss keto. I know we did it on Defending Elvis yesterday, which actually had loads of views, had nearly 500 views. So I think it's great because if that Defending Elvis keto video does anyone good, even if we only help one person, we've done good. We've done good, yeah? So I have watched that video back, and I thought that Defending Elvis video that we did on, the diet that saved my life, I think I called it. It's actually, when I watched it back, I remember thinking, oh, there's a lot of lessons in that video. If you don't understand the keto diet, the carnivore diet, why it works, watch that video. Defending Elvis is pretty good, if I don't say so myself. It literally does try and explain to you exactly why the diet works. Obviously the history, why I went on the diet, but my health at the time, my God, we got a heat wave in England. Did you know that, guys? Properly starting today. It's beautiful. My wife wants to have a garden day, then we're going to go to a park after we've got a bit of a clear up in the garden. I'm going to cut a tree back. But anyway, going back on the keto thing, because we're on Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. This is one of our channels. We also run Defending Elvis. So that Defending Elvis keto video we did yesterday, I think any of you guys that have health problems, have type 2 diabetes, have aches and pains, have dizzy spells, have arthritis, dementia, anything, inflammation of the body, if you have any stomach problems, if you feel tired and weak and can't sleep and got depression, all these kind of things, watch my keto video on the Defending Elvis. Hi, Larry. And it'll help you. I wouldn't recommend that diet unless it works, because obviously some people don't agree with my views on cholesterol, on salt, on sunlight. Obviously I'm in the sunlight. Sunlight is so good for you guys, seriously. Vitamin D, the more the better. Of course you don't want a sunburn, but you definitely want as much sunlight as possible. But if it's too hot to the point where it's going to burn you, that's different, yeah? But sunlight, guys, is very, very, very good for you. In fact, probably to feel better in yourself, in your health, the more sunlight, the better, guys. Seriously. Honestly, people try and hide away from the sun, shield themselves, cover themselves up. You need sunlight. Vitamin D. You need it. I would say it's one of the biggest things that makes you feel unwell is lack of sunlight. So, guys, get out in the garden. Let's absorb some of those lovely sun rays. You imagine hundreds of thousands of years ago, a million years ago, what were we doing? We were out in the sun, hunting, and could you imagine the world, how it was hundreds of thousands of years ago? So different. No supermarkets. None of these weird ultra-processed foods. No bread, no pasta, no pizzas, no chocolates, no sweets, no sweetened fruits. This is another thing that people don't understand. The fruits have all been genetically modified to look more colourful and be sweeter. They're not actually good for you. Yeah, it's a perfect day. That's why I got no top on, guys. The fruits have been sweetened, filled with sugar, glucose, sucrose, fructose, so that we enjoy them more, so we get addicted to them, because sugar is very addictive as well as very bad for you. Yeah, I'm trying to see your comments, guys. So anyone that's binging on fruits, guys, you're just making yourself more unwell. Anyone that thinks fruit's really good for you, it isn't. It's very fattening, causes fatty liver. Now there are some vitamins in fruit, but your body struggles to absorb them, yeah? The best way to get your vitamins and your nutrients, fatty acids, call it what you want, is from eating meat and eggs, fatty meat and eggs. That's how you get, that's the best way that your body was designed by evolution to give it the nutrients that it needs. This thing where we have to binge on vegetables and fruits to have our vitamins is not actually correct. It's not actually correct. Vegetables actually can be quite harmful. You have to look it up. Look up the word oxalates. Oxalates. O-X-A-L-A-T-E-S. And you will realise vegetables aren't as good for you as you think. Hi, Carolyn, how are you? So we're having a walk. Now, I've decided my tummy's still a bit swollen. Let me see if I can show you my tummy. Obviously, we're on the keto channel, so I can talk about, I can go into detail. So if you look, I don't know if you can tell, you can't tell from that, I don't think. I still feel that I've got inflammation, not loads. I do think it's reduced from the holiday. Now, I think the main thing that affected me on the holiday was two things. I think there was two things. Let's have a look, see? Can you see my tummy from there? Obviously, I'm still brown from the holiday. I still think I've got a bit of inflammation. I'll tell you what I think caused it. Number one, alcohol. Number one, alcohol, yeah? Alcohol is basically sugar, let's face it. Alcohol is not good for you, yeah? Number two, I was eating quite a lot of fruit. This is on holiday, yeah? So I would have, what did I have? I was having like melon. Hi Angie. Melon. I had some plums, I had some peaches, I had some pineapple. I wasn't binging on it, but I did have some, which I do think too much fruit isn't good for me. I have to get the right balance of fruit. Fruit is very fattening, guys. People don't realise. Yeah, watermelon's okay, as long as you don't have too much in it. The other thing I was having was, now I was eating a lot of meat and fish, because in these all-inclusive hotels, they do always give you lots of meat, fish, eggs, bacon. You know, breakfast, I always had egg, bacon, sausage, mushroom and tomato. So I still think I was 90% carnivore, but I think the oil that they're using to cook their meats, I honestly think that the oil, hi Deborah, the oil I think the oil that these hotels are using to cook their meats is vegetable oil, you know, like rapeseed oil, canola oil, those cheap refined oils that are really bad for you. So I think the oil, even though I ate a lot of meat and fish and eggs, you know, all different meats, you know, they were doing everything, steak, pork, chicken, beef, all of it. They were doing all of it, yeah? Obviously bacon, prawns. I think what they're cooking it in was not good for me. Like, I'm on about the vegetable oil. Vegetable oil, guys, is bloody bad for you, yeah? It's poison. obviously margarine is poison, but I didn't really have any margarine. I didn't really have bread. In fact, I didn't. I don't remember eating bread. No, I didn't have any bread. Oh no, hang on. Yes, I had pizza. Now let me tell you the story with pizza. I didn't have loads. I reckon I had 8 pieces in the whole week. 8 small pieces of pizza in the whole week. But I did have it. I did have it with a few chips. I didn't have loads of chips. It was like 10 chips. But I reckon I did that for about 4 days as one of my meals, because what happened was the restaurant, I didn't want to go in the restaurant. I wasn't keen on the food. I had just come back from swimming, or I had just been for a long walk, and I just thought, I can't be bothered to go in the restaurant. I'm wet, I got my trunks on, so I would just go to the snack bar, which was there was an all-day snack bar. Yeah, avocados are good, but don't have too many. Don't have too many. Yeah. There will be oxalates in avocado. There will be. Now, obviously, there's a lot of fat in avocado, isn't there? Natural fat. Yeah. So, and as I was saying, so I do think the few bits of pizza that I had and the chips were not helping me, were giving me inflammation. Obviously, I used to have ulcerative colitis, which I still don't have. I have no symptoms of ulcerative colitis at all, other than I can feel there's some inflammation in my colon. Well, actually not my colon, no, in my tummy. No, my colon is fine. My tummy feels a bit inflamed. It feels a bit like someone's put a bicycle pump and pumped it up. So nothing, my colon is completely fine. But that feeling I get of a pumped up tummy, yeah, is, I've had it since I've come back from holiday. So I do think the pizza, the chips, the alcohol, the fruit, has caused some inflammation in my tummy, and I'm trying to undo it. So since I've come back, I've eaten a lot of meat and eggs, omelettes. I've had some salad. I've only had chips one time, and it was only a very small amount since I've been back. Don't forget, we've been back over a week, so I've actually been very good. Yeah, but don't eat too many, Deborah. Deborah, the main thing that's good for you is the meat and eggs, and it must be fatty, yeah? You know, I know that there isn't, you know, you can go down the keto veggie road, but you have to eat those vegetables in the minority. Keto is still majority fatty meat, eggs, isn't it? And fish, you know? Honestly, we're all brainwashed into thinking, let's just binge on fruit and veg. We're all brainwashed that way. We're all brainwashed into thinking, we can't eat too much meat, the cholesterol's gonna kill us, give us a heart attack. Cholesterol that you eat will not give you a heart attack. Yeah, fish is, yeah, but Deborah, fish is good for you, very good for you. If it's oily fish, even better, even better. So, you must salt to taste. Salt is very good for you. Salt will stop you getting those horrible, what call it again? Yeah, but Larry, it's been a week. Do you know what I mean? Let it go, let it go. No, Larry, it's been a week. I've got inflammation. Now, I'd understand it if it was a day. So, I've lost 4 pounds since, maybe even 5. I've lost 4 to 5 pounds since I got back, but I can still feel the inflammation in my tummy. I can feel it, guys. I can feel it in my bones. So today I've just eaten. I had 1 pork belly. I had just a normal plain omelette, but I cooked the omelette in saturated fat that came out of lamb. So I used lamb fat to do my omelette. I don't know if you know this, I save my fats. So if I cook lamb ribs, I keep the fat, and then I will use that to cook over the next few days. Yeah, remember, saturated fat is very good for you, gives you a lot of energy. Saturated fat is the new way to give you energy rather than sugar. Now remember, the way our bodies were designed by evolution is through having energy from fats. We only get energy from carbs if when there's not enough meat around, not enough eggs around. You get it? So you imagine us running around the jungle and we're hunting animals, or we're finding dead animals and we're scavenging. Imagine the humans doing that hundreds of thousands of years ago. And then they're not finding any animals or bones. Don't forget, you can eat the bones. Bone broth is very good for you. In fact, bone broth is probably one of the best things for you. So are the different livers. Yeah, all the livers and all the body organs like kidneys, etc., and intestines are actually really good for you. Yeah, you get a lot of vitamins and nutrients from your organs and from bones, broth, things like that. But you imagine we're running around the jungle, we're hunting an animal, which is pretty cruel, but and once you go through, say you have a bad week or a bad few days, you can't find any animals to eat, can't scavenge any animals, what do? You look for the closest vegetation to you, or the closest bit of fruit to you. But in those days, fruit was different. Yeah, liver and bacon's really good. So in those days, fruit wasn't sweet like it is now. It's probably quite sour, I'm just guessing. But then maybe nuts, and in some cases honey. But I was told that honey was quite scarce, because to get honey you had to climb up really high into dangerous places. So honey wasn't a big thing that human beings ate hundreds of thousands of years ago, I don't think. What do I know? I think, yeah? So, you get what I'm saying, guys? So the human body really was only really supposed to have vegetation or fruit in scarcity, in scarce times. Generally, we were pretty good hunting animals of all descriptions, fish, and all the rest of the type of animals. Get it? And then, yeah, we would get some of our fats from different fruits. Obviously, whatever was around back then. I don't even know if avocados even existed 100,000 years ago. I would say that the types of vegetation that you got and fruit that you got 100,000 years ago was very, very different. You know, was there blackberries? Probably. Was there strawberries? Doubt it. Yeah, you get it? So we are designed to get our minerals, our nutrients, our vitamins from meat, eggs, fish. We drink water from the river. Our bodies like salt. Salt isn't bad for you. Whoever thinks salt is bad for you, you are wrong. I know what people do. They get the low salts and they try and not use salt because they think it's bad for blood pressure. It's just bullshit, guys. You salt to taste. You salt to taste. Salt is good for you. We do need salt, yeah? So then the cholesterol argument is the biggest thing that makes people think, oh, Louis a weirdo when it comes to this diet. Salt isn't bad for you, Karen. It's good for you. Obviously, use good quality salt. You know, buy a good salt, you know? But my point is, you know, the cholesterol argument is the thing that makes people think, oh, Louis a weirdo. Look, oh, ha, ha, ha. Louis is saying cholesterol's good for you. Oh, everyone knows that cholesterol's bad for you. Oh, it's the biggest thing that people laugh at me at, yeah? But trust me, if you just do half an hour's research, you will very quick, you know, obviously on the keto diet, the carnivore diet, you will very quickly realize that your body needs cholesterol. It's very good for you. What's up? Your husband's listening, Jen. Hi, Jen's husband. Now I know, look guys, I get it, the carnivore diet, the keto diet, it gets a bad reaction. People think it's weird. I get it, I understand. So I'm back on the second day of keto. Karen, well done, Karen. No pressure. Karen, no pressure. Yeah. So tonight, I am gonna have, I'm probably gonna have a keto curry tonight. Do you know what a keto curry is? So I'll buy the chicken and prawn curry, probably king prawns. And instead of rice, I will have lettuce and sliced tomato and sliced onions. That's a keto curry, yeah? I'll put garlic in it, it'll taste lovely, yeah? My wife will have pizza, the kids will have pizza. I won't touch any chips. So anyway, I am getting myself back to normal. I'm saying that I actually do think that the holiday affected my health when it concerns bloating, yeah, quite badly. I feel pregnant even though I'm not. I feel pregnant even though I'm not. So the funny thing is, not next week but the week after, we're on holiday again to Spain, just for it's only for 5 days, so it's 4 nights and a 5th day, yeah? Southern fried food, the breadcrumbs are no good, but everything else is good, yeah? And also when you fry it, don't fry it in vegetable oil, fry it in its own fat. So if you're gonna make southern fried chicken, cook it in the chicken fat that comes with it, comes out of it. Don't add vegetable oil, because that is poison. Vegetable oil is poison. You can put other oils like butter, olive oil would probably taste a bit weird in southern fried food, wouldn't it? You might get, I'm not really sure about avocado oil or coconut oil. Coconut oil maybe, I don't know. So the thing about southern fried food, it must be fried. Peanut oil isn't good. Nah. Deborah, peanut oil is no good. Remember, peanuts are only good for you in small amounts because they also are heavy in oxalates. In fact, some peanuts are quite harmful, yeah? So, again, peanuts was something we would eat in scarce times. Pig's trotters is good. You cook in butter. The thing about cooking in butter, Carolyn, is that it adds flavour to food, doesn't it? So some foods don't suit butter. I mean, obviously fish does. Some foods don't suit butter, like, would you cook, I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I mean, one of the fats that I don't like is pork fat. Pork fat doesn't have a very nice taste to it, does it? Lamb fat has a real nice taste to it. Steak fat has a nice taste to it. So luckily, my generation of growing up, it was healthy to have. No, it was normal to have eggs, bacon, and butter. Yeah, salmon's really good. Lemon, yeah. Grilled, yeah. But do you grill it because you're trying to get the fat out of it? Because you want the fat. You do want the fat. The fat is important. Adding the butter is really good. People are very scared of fat, aren't they? People try and pour their fat away. Don't pour your fat away, guys. If it's saturated fat, don't pour it away. If it's the fat that comes out of your minced meat, don't pour it away. It's good for you. How many years have we all been told to pour the fat out of our minced meat when we're making spaghetti, when we're making bolognese? The fat is the thing that's best for you because the fat gives you energy and much more. There's a lot of goodness in fat. You got to sort of remember, there's a reason that we've been lied to, yeah? People say, oh, why is cholesterol good? Why is meat and eggs good? We've always been told to reduce our meat and eggs, to not, to get rid of the fat, cut the fat off. It's basically because all of the other foods, there are massive corporations making billions of pounds. The bread industry is a £1 billion business, billions of pounds. The pizza industry is billions of pounds. You get it? Sugar, like Coke and cakes. There's billions. People have always become very, very wealthy in making the human beings very unwell. Now you think about it, guys, that we were told, weren't we? We were told like 70 years ago, reduce your fat, reduce your meat, reduce your eggs, reduce your cholesterol, increase your grain. Grain is cereals and bread, pizza, popcorn, if you want to call it that. Increase your grain, yeah? But grain is really bad for you. Grain is really bad for you. Cereals are really bad for you. All these things, you know, breads are really bad for you. All these things turn to sugar. Potato is high in starch. Starch is another word for carbs. So my point I'm trying to say to you is that we have been told to eat the wrong foods by massive corporations, even by governments, but it's incorrect, because the things that we've been encouraged to eat are actually making us unwell. You think about society now. We have an obesity epidemic. We have an epidemic of type 2 diabetes. People with aches and pains, arthritis, dementia, high blood sugars, high blood pressures. We have the biggest ever thing of cancer and heart attacks. Cancer and heart attacks are bigger than ever now. 1 in 2, they say, may die of cancer. Why? It's because we have all been eating the wrong foods for 70 years. 70 years ago, we didn't have this rate of heart attacks, of obesity. You get it, guys? So for 70 years, we have been encouraged to eat the wrong foods. Yeah? You have to do your research to understand why. Yeah? It's a long story, guys, but the bottom line is, for money, we the human race in every country, even by our own governments, allegedly for entertainment purposes, have been encouraged to eat the wrong foods. If you do any sensible amount of homework, you will learn to understand that fatty meat and eggs is good for you. A low amount of veg, yeah. Low carb fruits, yeah. A few nuts, bit of honey. You have to reduce your carbs as much as possible. Sugar is a killer, and I actually think sugar helps cancer grow and may even cause cancer. Look up something called the mitochondria. Look up the mitochondria and you'll understand why people are becoming so unwell. Also, with your immune system, remember that your immune system, to work properly, your body has to be fed correctly. You have to be rested correctly. So for your body to fix itself, your body's doctor, the immune system, to work right, you have to give it the correct vitamins and nutrients, which come from fatty meat and eggs. When your body is living off sugar energy, so when your body has got used to living off sugar, carbs, which I would say 90% of us are living off sugar, carbs, you know, bread, yeah, pasta, things like that, you know, starchy vegetables. Your body isn't getting its energy from the correct source. Your body wants to get its energy from fat. Your body wants to get its energy from fat, yeah? But if it can't, it will go to the food you're giving it. So if you're giving it snacks, constant snacks, chocolate bars, donuts, cakes, yeah, lard is good. Lard is good. Beef dripping is good, yeah? If you're constantly feeding your body 6-7 times a day and you're giving it all these, like sandwiches, toasties, and snack bars and chocolate bars, if you're trying to give your body energy, you know, like pasta dishes, even these pot noodle type things, you're giving your body sugar hits to give it a short burst of energy, but it's making you unwell. This is the problem. When you're relying on your sugar energy to give you energy, it's also making you very unwell. Yeah, of course, come on, Angie, yeah, you know it, don't you? It's, you know, and you got to remember that when the body is older, you will see, if you've been feeding it incorrectly for decades, your health problems will start to come through. You know, so you'll get your depression, anxiety, tiredness, dizzy spells, type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, heart problems, arthritis. Your joints will be all achy. You won't sleep properly. Depression, yeah. All of this comes through, you know, very serious colon, stomach problems, IBS, IBD, Crohn's, colitis, all that stuff. It will come through as you get older, because what you find is your body when you're young, so when you're a teenager or a child, or in your early 20s, maybe even up to your 30s, your body can cope with it, yeah? It sort of fights it off, doesn't it? But you'll find as you get into your 30s, eating the wrong foods for decades eventually makes you sick, unwell, heart problems, arthritis, stomach problems, dizzy spells, type 2 diabetes. Get it? I could go on and on, can I? So when you get older, what you find when you get older is that if you carry on eating crap food, you're gonna die young, guys, or you're gonna be very unwell all through your 40s, 50s and 60s. You get it? So if you want to be older like me, I'm 58 years old, yeah? I think I look good for my age, 58. I do think I'm helped by the carnivore diet. So if you want to feel healthy when you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s and 90s, yeah? Give your body the food that it was intended to have by nature, by evolution, which is basically water, fatty meat, eggs and salt. That's what your body wants. Fish, you know, stuff like that. So you have to look at the sweet stuff as a bit of have it in very small amounts. Even if I have blackberries or strawberries, you should be eating a small amount of them. I actually think I've been binging a bit too much on blackberries, and I think the blackberries have caused my inflammation to get worse, because I have been eating about 40 blackberries each day, and I actually think it's made me puff up here, yeah? So even blackberries, which you would say are good for you, if you overeat them, I think they cause inflammation. I think there's oxalates in blackberries as well. So I've only really been eating meat, eggs and blackberries. That's what I've been eating for about 8 days. Yes, my weight has dropped back. I think I'm about 11.6, 7 now. 11.6, 11.7. But my inflammation in my tummy is still there. It has reduced, but it's still not good enough. So I'm not going to eat any more. I decided today when I woke up, I'm not going to eat any more blackberries. I will still probably have like a tangerine or something. I'd probably have a few nuts. If I haven't actually got any nuts at the moment, but I probably would. So I'll tell you what I do think, that my energy levels are still crazy good. My sleeping is amazing. I have no anxiety at all. I wake up full of beans, really full of energy. So I know that what I'm eating is working for me. It's still, I still feel fantastic, guys. I still feel 20 years old, yeah? So I know that what I'm eating is good, but I think to reduce my inflammation in my tummy, I've got a bit of bloating, yeah? I think I have to stop the blackberries. What do you think, guys? Do you think I have to stop the blackberries? Give me some advice. Team Elvis on Keto Diet, Elvis Presley fan on keto. Do I stop the blackberries? Put it in the comments now. So I'm walking back. We're gonna go in the garden. I think when I get back, I might go on to long lost footage and do another video. Blueberries, watermelon. Yeah, they're delicious, but too much makes you put on weight. Don't forget, I've learned that fructose is dealt with by your liver. Did you know that, Carolyn? That different sugars are dealt with your body and by different organs in your body. So fructose is, I don't even know the right word, dissolved by your liver. Did you, Carolyn, this is just for you. Did you know that fructose is absorbed by your liver? Did you know that? Come on, Carolyn, answer my question. Be a good girl. You put a stone back on, I'm determined to get it off. Oh, Karen, I believe in you. Now, I always say this to my kids. Right, I'll speak about it now, Carolyn. So, Karen, I always say this to my kids. If you want to do something, act like it's already happened. Karen, can you hear me? If you want to do something, act like it's already happened. Feel like you've already lost the stone. You got that, Karen? You can hear me, yeah, Karen? So, as far as you're concerned with your mindset, the stone that you want to lose, you've already lost it, yeah? Say to me, I've already lost it. Karen, say I've already lost it. I've already lost the stone. Then I'll deal with Carolyn. Come on, Karen, let's see it. Let's see it. Come on. Did it? I tell you, we're having a lovely heat wave in England. Karen, where are you? I've already lost it and I look amazing. You got it. Well done, Karen. Thank you. Now remember, you do that with everything. It's like my sister came up to me. She was going for a job interview in a charity shop. My sister Dora, who's 2 years older than me, so she's 60. Dora, her name is Dora. She's lovely. You'd love her, yeah? She's really nice, yeah? She said, I'm going for a job. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. You know, I'm shitting myself, blah, blah. I went, Dora, act like you've already got it. Go into that interview as if you've already got the job. She went, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? I went, just act like you've already got it, Dora. I said, you need to trust me. She went, okay then. Anyway, so she phones me up a few hours later. She says to me, Louis. I goes, yeah. She went, I got the job. I'm the manager of the charity shop. She said, I did what you said. I just kept saying to myself, I've already got the job. That's my sister, yeah? I kept saying, I've already got the job. Get it? She did get the job. So I call it doing the magic. When I speak to my kids, I say to them, do the magic. And they're like, what do you mean, Dad? What do you mean, do the magic? And I say, act like you've already done it. It's already happened. Yeah? So I could do it with my YouTube channel, couldn't I? I could say, my YouTube channel is the biggest YouTube channel in the world. I could just keep saying it. Do you see what I mean? I call it doing the magic. So sometimes, guys, you've just got to, oh, I know that, Larry. Sometimes, guys, you've just got to do the magic. Trust in the universe. Do the magic. So put it out there that it's already happened and then let the universe do its thing. Positive thinking. Positive mental attitude. Here's a bit of advice for you guys. A negative thought is a reminder to be positive. Every time you have a negative thought, it's a reminder to be positive. Do you like that one? I'll repeat it. A negative thought is a reminder to be positive. Got it? Yeah, we love Larry singing. He's the best. I'm going to say it one more time. A negative thought is a reminder to be positive. Do we all agree with that? Isn't that just a great thing to say? To live by? So, Carolyn, yeah, a negative thought is a reminder to be positive. Right, so Carolyn, yes. I'm not a doctor, so... Exactly, Carolyn, you deserve a medal. I would give you a medal, Carolyn, if I had one. Right, maybe we should be issuing medals. Elvis Presley fan on keto issuing medals. That would be funny. Louis, how many siblings do you have? 6. So I have 5 children with my wife. They are 18, 17, 15, 8 and 5. And I have a 28-year-old son called Andreas, who is named after my twin brother. I named my son, who is 28, Andreas, I named him after my twin brother. Okay, right, so let me just say to Carolyn, fructose is... Sorry, can you still hear me? Fructose is dissolved by your liver. Your liver deals with fructose. That is why you get fatty liver. I just want to end, my wife's trying to ring me, so I'm just going to say this for Carolyn. You get fatty liver because your liver deals with fructose. That is why you get fatty liver. It will give you bloating of your tummy as well. So, too much fructose, too much fruit is not good for you. It harms you. Fatty liver is not a nice condition to have if it's quite advanced. So, not too much fructose, guys. And did you know, Carolyn, did you know in sugar... in fruit, there is also glucose and sucrose. Did you know that? This is for you, Carolyn, before I go. Did you know that fruit also has glucose and sucrose in it? Yeah, as well as fructose. So fruit is very fattening. Very fattening. Just give me a quick answer before I go, guys, because I'm just approaching my house. So I hope you enjoyed that. Love you all, guys. And I'll be back on Elvis Presley long lost footage soon. Thanks for our little keto chat on Elvis Presley fan on keto. If anyone wants my help on the keto diet, please just message me. Put it in the comments. I want to help people get better. I want to help people get better. I love it. I enjoy it, and it's completely free. There is no money to do it. It's a free service. Thanks, guys. Love you all.